pivoting over, and again, thank you for that backstory so much, Cory. Let's talk about what you're doing today. So, tons of history of getting in and why. And I really appreciate that because it showcases a lot of, breadth of industry understanding. You've never known, you didn't really know what a good market is when you entered the financial world. And so, some of the things that you were just ingrained to immediately in your learning cycle, even during a boom, during a bull, you're probably still really thinking about layering off and taking profits quite often compared to most that just think the bull is going to go forever.
I don't think about profits in terms of US dollars. So I actually don't sell Bitcoin. My number of sats that I own goes up every day.
Well, I think you've got an interesting app. So give us that elevator pitch of Swan Bitcoin and why all of us are doing this wrong.
I didn't say that you're doing it wrong. I think you probably have a lot of people that are just doing, the automatic recurring purchase thing. I know a lot of YPO members are already on recurring purchase plans with Swan. So hopefully some of y'all are watching here in the audience. So swan.com, the Swan app finally coming out. You can actually play with a beta version at swan.com/app, but the real thing will be out in August or September. But we're a Bitcoin financial services company. And, we started out with exactly the product that I personally wanted to see in the market, which is a laser focused Bitcoin company that does a ton of content and education for free and makes it super simple to set up an automatic recurring purchase plan. So Bitcoin is the best store of value that we humans have ever had. And the way I think about it, again, over the long term, this isn't something you should be trading. You should be thinking about 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. 7th-generation thinking is kind of where I am, trying to build a legacy and a dynasty for my kids and teaching them about the stuff. You want to be thinking about it as like the third leg of the stool. You want to max out your retirement from your job, especially anything that your employer will match, or, and max out your IRAs, anything tax advantaged, maybe a little extra in retirement accounts. And then you want to, you're short real estate if you don't own some. So it makes sense. You're always going to need a roof. I think it makes sense to have, some land and that. And then I think you want Bitcoin. And, you can obviously layer on all kinds of other things and, have a VC allocation and all kinds of other things. But I think if you have some retirement, you got some land and you're contributing to Bitcoin. The nice thing about those three is they can all be set and forget. So you can automatically have it taken out of your paycheck or your pay for a solo 401k or, your IRA or whatever. And then you got to make your mortgage payment or your land payment or whatever. So that's just coming out automatically. And you should do the same thing for Bitcoin. You should set it up so it's automatically coming out, every week, every day, every month, something like that. And just buying Bitcoin at whatever price, set it, forget it, swan and chill, we like to say. And that's the best way to just make sure your number of sats, Satoshis, the smallest unit of Bitcoin, goes up over time.